Hello, I'm just recording this video to let you all know that I'm going to start posting more videos of my travel stuff. I kind of took a crack at it a few years ago, but I had to get back into work and I didn't really like I didn't really like posting the videos cuz I don't know, I felt like people posted similar things but better, so I'm like, why am I redoing something? I don't know. But now this is more for my friends and family, just to kind of document all the weird, interesting places that I plan on going over the next few months. So, because I'm embarking on like a pretty big trip here, and it should be fun. I started planning this trip in November, and it was, yeah, it was like a trip that I think I wanted to do whenever I was like 18. So I'm kind of getting a chance to relive a youthful dream of seeing all these different countries in Europe. And I'm going to attempt to see like all the ones I haven't visited yet. So that's going to be a big, difficult thing, I believe. But I think it's going to be possible to see most of them. There's a lot of countries in Europe. I mean, luckily I've been to like Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, Vatican, Holland, or the Netherlands, I guess, Germany, UK, and Switzerland. I've been to Little Liechtenstein, got to go to Austria just for like a couple days. But this trip, I'm going to try to see all the other places I didn't get to go. So, starting out in Iceland and Ireland, which I'm really looking forward to getting to see Iceland. Should be really interesting. Then Ireland too. I've always dreamed of going and seeing Ireland, so that's gonna be really cool. I got a cool tour planned there. I'll share that trip with you when I get there. But yeah, I remember thinking about doing something like this when I was 18. I kind of did. I attempted it, but uh, it was kind of out of reach for like my finances at the time because I was like a broke kid, and yeah, planning wasn't my forte, and just understanding like how things worked in the world at that time either. So I don't know. It was just kind of crazy trip. I'd gotten $1,000, roughly about $1,000 from my graduation cash gifts and stuff from all my friends and family, because that's like a thing that we do here in New Mexico, where you have a party and people give you a few bucks. And luckily I had a lot of friends and family at the time. And but then it was um it was a trip I kind of planned with a friend from high school. I hope Brian's watching this. I was supposed to meet up with him in Amsterdam at the time, and you know, and enjoy our time there, because it was kind of the thing to do. I think it's kind of lost its luster now. And I made it to Amsterdam via London, and I never got to see him. And I even went to his hometown, and like communication was a lot more difficult back then, because the little Nokia cell phones we had back then didn't really work in Europe, and communication was just really hard. So like now it'd be easy. You could like share location and do a lot of other things. Like travel has become way more accessible, and just like locating stuff or not getting lost, you could use your travel app, like the Google Maps and things like that, make it like way easier. And like booking places, you could book places in advance. I remember going to like hostels or like hotels and there not being places to stay, and you're like scrambling last second, worried of like, oh my god, am I gonna sleep on the street tonight? I don't know. Like now, like that's not really like a big worry. Like you could always check or call ahead of time with your phone, get like a phone plan or message people with WhatsApp and all that. And yeah, it's just like way easier. Airbnb is just, everything is a lot more seamless than it was back then. And I don't know, it was crazy thinking about like traveling. I had like $1,000. All right, then my sister had a free ticket to. She had like free airline credit, and I was able to get a ticket to New York. Then I booked like a round trip from New York to London via Air India or something, which is actually kind of cool looking back on it. It was like a big 747, and they like all the waitresses were dressed up in like Indian garb, and they served like Indian food, which was really tasty. I don't know. It was cool. The plane was kind of old school. That was the like first, I think, only time I flew on a 747 too. So that was fun. And yeah, then coming back was kind of crazy. Just yeah, because I got to JFK and then I didn't have any money. Like I was like, well, I'll get to New York and figure it out. Maybe I'll like. I think I'd read like on the road. I was like, I'll just like throw my way back to New Mexico or something like that. I was just like, my mom was like furious with me at the time too. I believe like, I mean, this is like over 20 years ago, 22 years ago. So, but my dad ended up having to buy me a ticket back home from New York. It was kind of rough because I think I just like slept on the airport floor that night, and like they were like pretty pissed off at me, like the airport people, the security. They're like, "You can't stay there," and just like then I found like a safe place to kind of chill and like hide out for the night until I caught my flight in the morning. But yeah, it was cool, fun times. But that's how you learn, you make mistakes, you learn to budget, you become a responsible person, and learn the technology and stuff at the time to figure things out. And that's kind of like what I did. I've been working 3 years at Amazon doing physical work, loading trucks and stuff like that, and sorting packages and doing a variety of things there. And it's been good. I mean, the pay is not the best, but they give you plenty of hours, all the hours you want. So I don't know. It's kind of worked for me. It allows me to stay in shape without having to go to the gym, so that's good. So I feel like I'm healthy enough to embark on like anything like that gets thrown at me, really. But no, it's gonna be cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing all these different places and stuff, and all these different cultures, and like sharing my experiences with everybody. I just feel like sometimes I post stuff on Instagram, and a lot of my friends and family will ask like, "What is that? What is this?" Like, I feel like maybe using the medium of video, I could kind of just explain things and post it, and then they could just go through, watch it themselves. So that'd be pretty cool. Got somebody coming behind me. I gotta be careful. This neighborhood's usually pretty quiet, so I like to record down here. But man, they are really building here. Holy smokes! But no, it'll be cool. Like, and I kind of want to leave some of the places to be like a little mystery. So I'm giving you guys the first two countries, and like when I go to Iceland, I'm kind of doing a standard tour. I'm staying in Reykjavik, and I'm taking like this ring tour that goes to like some of the more popular sites in the country. It's like a all day tour, so I'll share that time. And what I'm gonna try to do is like at least eat one national dish, like the most popular national dish, and in each country, and share that, and kind of share one of like the main, like share the main sites and stuff like that, and whatever cultural things I learned there, I'll be able to share with everybody. So I'm really looking forward to that. But no, it'll be cool. It'll be kind of like a mystery too. So it's like, where am I gonna go next? That'll be the most interesting thing. And so far, I've have like about half the trip booked. I didn't want to book everything at once because in case something happens, I have a little bit of flexibility. So like, I'm gonna be gone till like the beginning of July. So it's gonna be a long trip. So I'll be gone for like 3.5 months almost. Yeah, three months and like 3 weeks or something. So it's a long time. And but I do have a bit of fear, of some of the places because of some of the language barriers with some of the Slavic countries. Because I think towards the end of the trip, I'm definitely gonna go. I'm gonna make it a Poland. It's such a big country, but I heard that English um, isn't widely spoken there, and I haven't had time to really brush up on my Polish. So I'm gonna figure out how to like do like a quick learning thing for all these other like countries that I'm gonna spend a few times with, make like a little pamphlet or booklet with quick go-to stuff, you know, instead of having to bust out the Google Translate with everything. Kind of learn a few phrases ahead of time. You know, it goes a long way, honestly, especially for countries where they don't have a lot of tourists. They really appreciate that. But I'm still I'm still working on my Italian, so it's all my Italian friends. Uh, I will be able to practice on you and torture you with my horrible Italian. So I don't want to torture anybody watching this video with it yet. So I guess my mom and my aunt got to hear me use it a little bit whenever I was over there. I really don't know how useful it was in Rome, but I will be going back there for sure. I'm dropping a hint on that one. Because when I was in Rome, like in October with my mom and my aunt, like I had to pre-book everything if I wanted to see the Sistine Chapel, and I just kind of did the trip on a lark, or like just really quickly. I didn't really plan it out at all. And yeah, like a lot of those places you need to book ahead of time for certain places. So I'm definitely gonna go back to Rome, even though I've been to Italy. I'm gonna be spending a bit of time there, like also spending at least a week there doing like rest and recovery, because well, like this is kind of crazy, honestly, like the amount of traveling. And there's this other YouTuber I follow. Um, he has the Small Brained American channel, and he's like talking about like people who go to countries just to check the box if they'd been there, you know, not really caring about the culture and all this. And I was like, I kind of get it, like, but for me, it's kind of going to be a sampler plate for me. That's the way I feel. I'm not doing this to kind of check the box per se, but like I want to like learn which places are like really cool to visit, which places have really good food, which places will be a nice place to recommend to like my friends and family. It's okay. It's okay. And yeah, just be able to share all that stuff too, you know. It's like, and just see it, I guess. It's not just to check the box for me. I generally like to go places and experience it for like periods of time. And I've been blessed to be able to get to go to certain countries and be able to do that and feel like I really got to know the people there. I feel like I got to do that like in Canada and Mexico and in Spain so far, to really get like to be in a place long enough to really kind of get the vibe of a culture and feel like you could interact with people like on a social basis too. So yeah, so I'm really gonna look forward to that Italy a bit, because luckily I did make friends with some Italian people whenever I was traveling through Portugal. I didn't really make friends with the Portuguese people because they're a little bit more quiet, but so I'm gonna turn around here. I don't want to bother these people over here. But didn't make friends with Portuguese people so much. They kept to themselves for the most part. They're pretty quiet. But Italian people were super friendly. Really great culture, great food. Like on the list of countries that are worth visiting, I'd definitely put it top 5 for sure, from my personal experience. But like they're always on the list. But the thing is, it's like the people there are so fucking friendly and nice and just good people, you know. Well, I said the F word, sorry. Didn't mean that. I need to watch my mouth. But no, I'm really looking forward to like hanging out there and just chilling in Italy for a while. And that's a good place to recharge your batteries for sure. I'm just afraid of getting fat there, I guess. Maybe I'll have to plan some like a little bit of climbing and stuff while I'm there. I haven't really got that bit of R&R planned out yet. But no, I mean, I just hope everyone follows me, and like I will do my best to put out like a video at least every other day, at least while I'm traveling and stuff like that. Like while I'm on the move, just do like a quick video. Honestly, I'm not going to be editing these things too much. I'm just going to record and kind of clean it up a bit and just throw it out there for y'all, because I'm not trying to be like a professional YouTuber. I appreciate it if I got monetized and actually made a few bucks off of this, but it's not my main goal. I'm just really trying to share this with my friends and family and make it like kind of cool since I'm doing this on my own too. It's like my way of staying engaged with everybody that's home and feel like I'm traveling with everybody too, you know? Because it does, like, whenever you do like long-term solo travel, it does kind of get lonely, you know? And I really appreciate it when I met those Italian people whenever I was traveling through Portugal, you know? It seemed like everywhere I met, there was like a friendly face there wanting to chit chat. So I really appreciate you all. If you ever watch this, Julia, thank you. I will see you in Italy or somewhere in Europe, I'm sure. Beatrice, Nonna Beatrice, I will see you in Torino. And Maddalena, hopefully I get to see you in Torino too. That'll be fun. But yeah, just stay tuned and watch this channel for the next few months. There should be I'm also going to be posting some other things too. Like, I really want to comment on like public transit in various countries because yeah, just it's a personal thing. Because my niece used to take the bus to school every day and that was her only way of getting around. So, and like tragically she was killed by a driver who wasn't paying attention, and it's a big part of me to document like how people are able to get around safely. I feel like here in Albuquerque we have a pretty bad driving culture. A lot of people are getting hurt and killed because people drive recklessly, they don't pay attention, they speed for no reason. I don't know, just a variety of factors that make like being a pedestrian here in Albuquerque and a cyclist here in Albuquerque that much more dangerous than other places. So I kind of want to document how other people get around safely on foot, on cycling, or via train. Oh man, that little chihuahua scared me. Ooh, little chihuahua. No, look at you. I can't really show you. There's a whole pack of them. Oh my god. Scary. No, scary dogs. But yeah, I will make an effort to document the public transit systems in all these variety of places, because I'm honestly going to do my best to avoid renting a vehicle of any sort and just kind of hoof it everywhere as much as possible. Hoof it, I mean, like take the buses and stuff, take buses and trains and stuff like that, because I bought a Eurail pass for 90 days. So I'm going to document that whole process of using Eurail and see if there's value in that. Like right now I'm doing a pretty detailed spreadsheet on it to see if it's worth it. I think for me, I'm actually going to come out pretty far ahead because this type of traveling that I'm doing is kind of crazy. And I think for like normal people, Eurail might not be worth the hassle, but I don't know. You kind of have to investigate and see what you're doing. If you're doing a lot of moving around, it's definitely worth it. I think it's already like kind of going to pay for itself, like with the amount of travel that I have currently booked. So I think I'll have like a month of free train travel the way it's kind of working out for me. So I'll document the whole Eurail process too and let you know how that goes. The trains over there are really cool. But yeah, just stay tuned and keep watching the channel. I guess I'll post this, and I just want to make sure all you guys are staying safe and following me in my crazy, chaotic journey to across Europe for 3 months and roughly 3 weeks. So take care.